last major update is coming to college football 25 as soon as tomorrow. A couple months ago, I actually predicted a major update that came to college football, and I'm doing it again, man. I believe it'll come tomorrow morning. My proof is, well, if we look at College Football Direct Twitter, which is pretty much a Twitter page that's ran by developers, and they pretty much drop anything update-wise, any server maintenance, whatever, they drop on this page right here. And you look 2 hours ago, they dropped a tweet. The team has identified a fix for issues that players are encountering when attempting to use custom teams from Team Builder. So essentially, Team Builder has been broke since last update, which was actually dropped like a week ago. I don't fully know what was in that update because I don't think they came out with any patch notes, but it was some type of update. I know they added that player that ended up passing away from this past season. They added him to the game, and I believe they also added some other jerseys. But other than that, I don't think they really changed much. They always do like the stability update, whatever that means. The game stability is pretty solid, but this second line is what I am much more interested in, man. This fix will be distributed via a title update targeting tomorrow morning. So that tells us we're getting a title update, and the last couple title updates we got came with, you know, jerseys. Of course they're going to continue to add jerseys all year long, but the thing I really think about is like player ratings upgrades, man. After the college football season, I always thought they was going to come out and update ratings, whether it was, you know, the teams that played in the playoffs, because we haven't got an update since the playoffs started. So they usually going to go in and just upgrade, you know, them playoff teams, especially Ohio State, the team that end up winning the, you know, the national championship. They're definitely going to update their team, make them a little bit better. Whatever they're going to do there, probably remove that one player from Ohio State that got kicked off, if y'all know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they're probably going to do some things, you know, update the ratings, and also probably abilities, man. I expect to see a really big ability update, but it's going to be the last big update of the year, man. Obviously, they're working on College Football 26, spending a lot of time on that. So it's good to see they're even updating the game at this capacity this late in the year. Where are we, 7 months in, and they're still dropping title updates, whatever that really means. And this title update could just mean like Ultimate Team stuff, but I believe it's not, man. I believe a lot of that Ultimate Team stuff came out today because, say, January 29th, which is Wednesday today when I'm recording it. So I believe all this stuff came out today for the Ultimate Team stuff. And when they dropped the updates on Thursday, from everything I saw in the past, and history always repeats itself, they dropped these big updates on Thursdays and Tuesdays. And guess what? Tomorrow is a Thursday, so I'm definitely expecting some update. What we're going to see is a big question mark, man. A big question mark. Is it just going to be ratings? Is it just going to be jerseys? Is it just going to be, you know, updating abilities? Or are we actually going to see some major changes to, you know, Dynasty mode? Whether it's like shaking things up. They did that a couple times earlier in the year, like shaking up the meta when it came to recruiting, doing some tweaks here and there. I hope we see that. I really do, man. The game could use it, just, you know, that last big update. Send us off right, man. Change recruiting up, make it a little bit different, whatever. I'm sure we'll see the bunch of, you know, gameplay updates, whether it's like buffing zone coverage. They always try to change the meta on defense. So I assume they're going to do that. I don't know what the meta is online. I don't play too much online. But I assume they're going to go ahead and try to change the meta up for defense, maybe offense even. The one thing they really should update that I feel like can be dropped in the update is allowing off-season training to transfer players, man. I feel like that can't be that difficult to just give off-season training to transfer players. It'll actually make the portal a lot more useful. And for me that do rebuilds, I want to do a transfer-only rebuild, but right now it just doesn't make sense with, you know, off-season training for transfer players not being a thing. If y'all are enjoying the content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure to subscribe, especially if y'all want to see an update. We will cover the update tomorrow, whatever it is. We will drop a video on it as long as the update has anything to do with Dynasty, which I really think it will. And I just want to cover the last update they did drop was on December 10th, which is well over a month ago. And I'll consider this like a smaller update, man. Some stability fixes, overtime, AI logic, bunch of uniforms like always. But that last update came, like I said, a little minute ago, man. It was a title update, but like I said, I think it was a little bit on the smaller side. And so we due for another one. We due for another update. And then before that, on December 5th, which was 5 days earlier, obviously, we got another like mini update, or, you know, full side, whatever you want to call it. And this one was more focused on like player ratings, man. They updated the top 100 players, and they really just changed a lot of ratings around. So like I said, in this update, I'm expecting big things, man. I'm expecting big things because it's gonna be the last big update of the year, whether you like it or not. It just doesn't make sense for them to keep updating the game when they're working on 26. So hopefully it's a big update. Hopefully it's just not small. Y'all let me know down below, what do y'all want to see in this update, man? What needs to be in this update to send us off right, man, for the last 4 or 5 months until the next game drop. So one of the last big title updates we got actually came out on October 24th, and you see over 700 plus players was added to this update. And you come over here to the actual patch notes, it was actually like a whole page of patch notes of, you know, gameplay, and then also a bunch of Dynasty stuff. You know, Dynasty, even though it's a shorter paragraph or bullet points than everything else, it actually was some useful updates or changes in here. Nothing groundbreaking, nothing ridiculously different, but it was a solid update. So I'm expecting something along these lines where we get a patch notes that's going to tell us exactly what changed, instead of, you know, this update that dropped this past week where I don't even think they said much about it at all. But also one thing I'm thinking about that I really want to be in this update, and I don't think it will, or it could be, but I'm hoping they do. They changed teams overall all throughout the year, especially, you know, players overall changed, team overall changed. But one thing that has not changed is the school prestige. I feel like at the end of the year, they should update everyone's school prestige. For example, I think about Michigan. They won the national championship the season before this one right here, and they was a 5-star school prestige in the game because they came off the natty win. It made sense. But in real life, they went 7-6. They beat Alabama in that bowl game, but they didn't have a great regular season. Their school prestige probably should drop like to a 3.5 to a 4-star prestige, and not be a true 5-star in the game. So I feel like they should go in and update every single team prestige to pretty much match how their season went, and then also how their recruiting class was in real life. Also, you know, just factor in all of their school grades and change the school grades also for every single school. I don't know if they'll do that. It might be a lot for them, but I think that'll be super refreshing, man. It'll bring a lot of people back to the game that may have put the game down. And it's like, oh, my favorite school got an update to their school prestige. They went up to a 2.5 star. They also got better school grades. Well, now I want to go start a new dynasty with them. And it's going to just, like I said, bring a lot of people back. And the people that are currently playing, it's going to be super refreshing. So I hope they do that. Y'all got any ideas? Make sure to drop them down below. We are a community, man. I want to hear y'all ideas, what needs to be in this update. It's good to see they fixed Team Builder. You know, that thing was broken. Whenever I live stream, I always have people drop by like, hey, what is your team builder? Like, my team builder is not working, won't let me download any teams, won't let me start a new dynasty. All of these glitches with team builder since they dropped that last update. So I'm super glad to see they're actually going in and patching it, man. I also hope they fix some type of AI blocking logic, man. I don't know what's been going on lately. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like the blocking has gotten worse. Like, at least in my experience, when I'm running the ball, even passing the ball, maybe it's just I'm playing with worse teams with lower awareness, but the blocking have not been great, man. I got players going all the way to the 3rd level before they block the 1st or 2nd level. Man, they're not blocking their assignments and just running off, and we're getting tackled in the backfield more consistently. And like I said, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if y'all experienced that, but I swear it's something feel like it changed. But other than that, that's all I got for y'all today, man. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go over to my Twitch, drop a follow over there for my live streaming series. Click the video on the screen now for my temple rebuild.